Good morning, folks. Welcome back to the farm. Beautiful Monday morning here. I'm feeling a lot better than I felt yesterday, that's for sure. Anyways, today's a bit of a cleanup day. Yesterday was turkey processing day, and I was a little worse for wear yesterday. I wasn't feeling good. And anyways, we got the turkeys done. We got them into the food grade barrels, and they were chilling. They've been chilling overnight. So what we do is we put them in the food grade barrels, and we just leave the hose trickle. Our water coming out of our water well comes to surface at about 2 to 3 degrees Celsius. Very cold, very crisp water. So it works fantastic for that. And then this morning or overnight, it got down to 2 degrees Celsius. So perfect way to refrigerate those birds without actually having to find spaces for 20 giant turkeys in a refrigerator. But anyways, this morning after get the kids up, get a bit of breakfast, we are going to get those dried off and then bagged, and then into the freezer they go. Some of them won't make it to the freezer right away. I think I'm going to actually get the grinder out and grind a couple, make a couple pounds of turkey hamburger, just for some sausage, some patties, some meatballs, whatever, what have you. So that'll be good. It's now I cheated last. Oh boy, it is frosty here. Crunchy, crunchy, crunchy. So maybe it did get down below 2 degrees. Obviously it did. Must have got down below zero. I tried to cheat and run the sprinkler inside the trailer and let everything wash out on the lawn, but it got the blood out, but it did not get the feathers. So I'm gonna have to go in there with a hose with some purpose and take care of that. But that's a pretty heavy frost. I just walked through that grass, so I might actually not the only thing we're gonna have to clean up today is the turkey processing equipment. Anything, the pressure washer, any of the garden hoses. I better make some serious effort here today and tomorrow to get them spooled up and put away, because it's time. It's that time of year where if you just get a little bit complacent, you might end up buying new garden hoses next year. A garden hose is one thing. I don't want to buy a new pressure washer, that's for sure. Those are not cheap. All right, so we're all done dicing everything up. There's way more of these than what's here. It's just this is the last basket. We got blooms off to their house. The heater just kicked on in the shop. That's how you know it's cold. The heater's not supposed to kick on until it's 4 degrees. It had the door open. So maybe it's time. I'm gonna turn it off, but maybe it's time, because the house last night was real cold. Holy man, we had full set of jammies on and 2 blankets to keep warm. And that reminded me of a thing with these turkeys. Let's have a look at this. So if you look at these were the, whatever the black feathered ones are. And you can see how many like pin feathers there are. And some of them like real difficult to get out. They're like bones in a jackfish. Like can't get them all. So we're gonna end up skinning all these. And this bucket here, this is the grind bucket. So this is gonna be turkey hamburger, turkey sausage, whatever we're gonna make out of it. So we're a little less picky with some of them, but it was definitely interesting to see just how much, like look at this, like that's under the skin, right? There's nothing to pull on there. So I'd be interested to know if anybody else has raised turkeys, because this is our first year of successfully being able to do it. So for those folks that have done it before, my father-in-law suggested that maybe this was just a seasonal thing, like maybe with a molt and then a regrow of new feathers, and we just got them on the right day where basically they're there just under the surface and they haven't broke through, and so then you can't pluck them. Is that actually a thing? And how can you time that better? Because really all we arbitrarily picked the day because we had help, right? But if that then affects carcass quality or how efficient we can be at butchering, processing our birds, that's something I'm a little bit concerned about. Like, it's not a huge deal, but it's a deal, all right. Well, let me tell you, what a day it's been so far. So all the turkeys are either in the freezer or in the fridge. We got one in the sink right now that's brining that we're gonna cook here tonight to eat tomorrow. And turkey by itself, when you think about like the whole animal, is not really very versatile, is it? So lots of times, even with our chicken, we do this. We buck it all up or whatever into like breast or legs and wings. Just separate it into a few different spots there, or a few different cut sizes, because
not every day do you want to cook an entire bird. Now when that bird weighs 28 pounds, you pretty much definitely don't want to do that. So we did separate some cuts off, but then there's a lot of trim as well. And so what we're going to do is we're going to grind a bit of that turkey. So what that will allow us to do is expand on the versatility of that meat without actually having to cook an entire 28 pounds of meat, right? So we can cook some meatballs, we can cook some sausage, we can cook some, patties, whatever you want to do. Lots of different options there once it's ground. And I mean, it is one of your leaner options. So if you're looking to do something healthy, there's an option for you, right?